welcome back to the next episode of Don't Do That on Mad as Hell Monday. I definitely have a subject that will make you mad as hell because it sure did make me mad.
We mad as hell!
Mad as hell. So as I get 16 out here to get this started, I'll go ahead and let you know what the smoke of the F is. And, yeah, here we go. 16, come on down. Smoke of the F. Slushy.
Slushy.
House of Dank.
And the music is the homie Mad Dog McGraw. This is Church off of Michigan in the Mecca. And we are low on power on the speaker. But this is Church from Michigan in the Mecca, new release from the homie Mad Dog McGraw. Make sure you check him out on Spotify. And what we got for him today?
Alright, updates on the Diddy case of what I found. Some things you may not, one of the things didn't make me happy about it, but here we are.
New developments.
New developments, yep. And then we have, it says, this is the title of the actual article that I found it in from Newsbreak. And again, it's disturbing and to still continuously see some of the comments that are out there, which I didn't have a comment clown last week because we actually didn't have anybody, you know, people had sense and just left me alone.
That's what's up.
But I did find a comment clown in this particular article that I feel should be addressed because it's just completely disrespectful.
Shout him out. What's his name?
I don't have that yet. I'll tell them their name later. But the article on Newsbreak is called "Just Came Out of Nowhere." 73-year-old man slashes 7-year-old girl in the neck in daytime park attack. Okay, this happened in Detroit, which is sad. So, sad as hell. The fact that they would even think that, I don't know, it's just disgusting.
So, some old man runs over or walks over to a park or a playground,
and goes up, lifts her neck up, slices it with a pocket knife. So
slices a little girl's neck with a pocket knife.
So, but before we get into that, we'll just go ahead and get into the Diddy update because I don't think I'm quite ready to talk my shit yet about that. So, now the defense for the Diddy case, they want a gag order. Why? Because you don't want the truth to come out?
Sure.
Is that what it is?
They want a gag order on Jaguar.
For what? No, Jay-Z and them already finally took care of that situation, for their part anyways. Because I was already wondering why they didn't do anything in the first place to begin with.
Yeah, so, like, you know, they basically sit back and let whoever talk, whatever they gonna talk.
But it actually was not.
It's not true.
Listen,
we can just let them talk.
What it is the order of what they did was not towards, the suing part was not to sue Jaguar Wright. They were going to sue Piers Morgan for airing that particular part of his interview.
So why not sue Street Champs or whoever it is that she's been on the blue couch? She's been on the blue couch for almost 2 years talking shit. Why wouldn't they sue them?
I don't know.
As opposed to sue
I don't
Piers
know.
Morgan.
As far as I know from what I heard, is the interview did get rather ugly on Piers Morgan. I mean, to the point where even Piers Morgan had to just shut her the hell up.
Well, I heard Piers Morgan kicked her off the show.
Mm-hmm. And she kept trying to talk over him. And so, you know, so now he, however, is not getting out on bond.
Nope.
They did say not gonna happen.
Nope.
Now, if he does want to appeal that, he needs to go to the Supreme Court, and that's not gonna happen. They're not gonna let that man out.
Not happening.
They're not letting him out. Now, another name has been dropped.
In the case.
Because a young lady named Lauren Piscata is Kanye West's assistant. Now, how she did meet him was at a Diddy party. Okay, went there, whatever. She got drugged, so on and so forth, you know, and she ended up passing out. Now, how it was brought about of her finding out that she was pretty much raped because she didn't know she was sleeping with somebody at that time was whenever Kanye and Kim were in an argument. And she brought up what had happened. And he's like, whatever, you know, so on and so forth. She comes out and says, wait a minute, hold on, I never slept with him. I need to get a hold of Kim like right now. And he's like, well, kind of didn't happen that way. So now, May 5th is 2025 is the court date that they have set. Now it could be pushed back if they find any more evidence, or which they probably will.
Yeah.
Now they have prosecutors say they can prove their case within 3 weeks, and they can present their case. Defense says give them a week to defend. I think you're going to need longer than a week to defend, bro. Just so you know. Now, they've seized 96 actual devices, and this is including his phone, 9 from the mule that was arrested at the airport, 36 at his Miami residence, and 51 at his LA residence, and obviously his personal one. So they are going to go through all of those devices because they actually have to bring somebody in to get through whatever firewall they, yeah, you're digging your own grave. No. I did read an article about somebody, and me and Charlamagne the God, you know, may not agree on everything that he speaks of, because, I mean, it is what it is. But I don't feel, just like he's saying, he doesn't feel that this is somebody that they're forced, like how they did Michael Jackson. Okay, that was a for real corporate down, like they went after him. They're not going after him. They're doing what the hell they're supposed to do. Because at the end of the day, what he did and what many others, and I can't wait to find out who else is involved, because I hope they all burn in hell. Period. End of story. I don't care.
Okay, so, because...
I mean, if you got to rape, if you got to drug somebody to get a piece of ass, quite literally, then, friend, you have problems.
Is extra heavy today. She has very, very heavy topics.
I don't like the fact that people feel as if it's okay. And to those that feel that just because Bieber was 14 or however old he was, that he knew the difference between right and wrong and whether or not he could take it or not. Well, you know what? Whenever your family members are, 14 and 15 and Uncle Joe and Uncle Tommy are touching on him and whatnot, and she didn't say anything, does that mean that she thought it was okay?
Oof.
I mean, I'm sorry, but just because a lot of it comes from people, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
I just don't want to spend the whole episode on this.
But, yeah, that's about what we got.
Because, oof.
Go ahead with your heavy. But we want to know your thoughts on that, though.
Yeah. But, oof.
I know it's hard to get away from right now.
Yeah, that's the whole episode. We could have done a whole episode on just that. Because Hurricane Milton.
Ooh.
Hurricane
Prayers
Milton.
out to you guys out there, bro.
Hurricane Milton right now has claimed, 20?
I bet you it's probably a total of not just Milton, but Hilton. There was 2 of them. And they got smacked back to back. Basically, they didn't even recover from the first one.
So Hurricane Milton has claimed over 15 lives, and it is really, really a mess when you turn on television and you look
and you just see
and see the devastation. You really send prayers out to those people that are out there, because
it's sad.
She usually does the heavy, and then I go to something that's lighter.
But this is something that
a heavy episode, because you've got that going on with the entertainment industry and Diddy and Bieber and him isolating himself.
Prayers out to everybody that's involved
his
in
friends
that.
And family, because he doesn't know who to trust. And then on the other hand, you got 2 hurricanes back to back.
They just smack the shit out of
claiming lives and just devastating an entire landscape. And so it's just like,
what I think needs to be done too is FEMA, after they help, FEMA needs to provide people, because obviously we all know that it's like a hurricane danger zone. Florida, Texas, you know, places along that strip tend to be the things that are hit. They need to provide people with tie downs, where you literally, they use for whenever you're traveling semis and stuff like that, and you have them strapped, and you're strapped. Somebody literally strapped their house down, is unscathed. Unscathed. I feel that because
it was a trailer-like house type.
No, it was an actual house type of thing. But people would do that even way back in the day. I was told with my stepmom growing up down there, is people would literally tie their trailer homes down with the latch things. I can't remember exactly what they were called. I'm pretty sure somebody knows what it is and what I'm thinking of, and they can let me know down in the comments. But they literally tied their home down. Oof. Now, you still shouldn't take those chances. Personally, for myself, I get it, but I get why people do that, and they don't want to leave their home behind. It's still, you guys, prayers for everybody out there, because it's sad.
I've seen some of the footage, and like I said, it's so, it's looking at Katrina all over again.
Yeah, and it's just, and I really hope that they get through this, and prayers to everybody down there that also are helping, just taking the time out of their life and putting their life on the line, trying to help people, because it's still nasty down there. And thank you everybody for helping. Alright, so now to our really disgusting situation. Gary Lansky is a 73-year-old Michigan man in Detroit who sliced a young girl, Sade. I'm probably completely
Sade.
No, it's not Sade. It's S-A-I-D-A. Mashra. Now, looking at the picture, and for anybody that sits there and wants to say when they look at the picture they can't tell whether or not she's white or not, is full of shit. Alright, this girl, when you look at her, you can tell she's not a white girl. Okay, period. It shouldn't make any difference anyways. No child deserves to have this happen. But it had happened at the Lloyd H. Ryan Playground in Detroit. Now, he had approached a young girl. She was playing at the park, lifted her face, and cut her throat with a pocket knife. Now, she was able to try and run home, but a neighbor was able to find her, see her, gauze her up. The neighbor was so scared that she thought this little girl was literally going to die in her arms, waiting for these people. Even though they got there, stitched her up, she's good to go. But that girl is never going to be okay. Ever. Now, this young man, from
disgraceful.
I don't need to go into any further description on it when it comes to the story itself. But the fact that the wife even came up, okay, yes, 73 years old, probably has Alzheimer's, dementia, whatever, but he's also living. Whenever you have Alzheimer's or dementia and you go back in time in your head, and you can't tell me this doesn't happen, because you obviously never have experienced it. Alright, your family will go back, back in time, kind of, of things of what they did in the past. This man was obviously very disturbed to begin with. Alright, now, where this man belongs, not just in prison, but he should have belonged in some sort of mental area to begin with. Why we don't have CMH and shit like that anymore, where you house mentally ill people like that, is not found anymore, is completely unfounded to me.
It's not
completely. Now, this is from Unseen But Heard, from the comment, and I want to praise this person, because they were able to actually, come up with it where this man is on house arrest. He is not in prison or in jail. He was able to cash a surety of $2 million, was a cash surety bond.
10%.
And he ended up getting out. He is on house arrest with a tether thing to track where he's at. What's that going to do? Do you realize these people have unheard strength? Okay, period. Now this lady was Absolutely, she walks home from the train where she lives at, and there's always an older lady that runs out at her. At first she was nervous, like what is she doing? She's white. The old lady is white. The woman is not. Now, it was constant. Then one day I left work early, so was walking earlier, and this time a homemaker or caretaker ran after her, so I realized she must have dementia or something. Then back to my regular time, and she runs back out, about 80 years old, track suit, like she's about to go for a run. But aggressively, you know, mumbling, you know, not able to be very coherent. Now, no excuse, but they do get out sometimes. And it's a scary thing for not just the people around them, but also for them themselves. They don't know what they're doing. Their brain has reset and went back. They belong in a home. They belong in a community mental health center. That is where they belong. We're not going to sit here and act like these people are not dangerous. They are. They are very dangerous. They're dangerous to themselves and others around them. Now, somebody said, now I want people to tell me about this thing. People said you can thank the 9th District count, a left-wing party that decided to rid mental institutions and hospitals. Now it's the jails and prisons that have to deal with it. 3 out of 5 in jails and prisons are and have mental health issues of some type. They belong in a mental health institute, not in prison. It's almost like thinking of that young mental boy that attacked the teacher.
Oh yeah,
and he's in 5 years in prison, not a mental health institute where he belongs. Now the comment that pissed me off,
comment clown?
The comment clown for me is this Chelsea Grin 73. Honey, what you said is like maybe he felt he was taking a stand, if you will, against all these illegals coming into our country. Or maybe he's just a crazy old man. So you're telling me that this 7-year-old child that's probably running from the war over there her damn self with her family deserved to have her neck sliced? For real? And for those out there, you're right. Nowadays, we cannot let our kids be out by her themselves at that age no more.
Gotta be smart.
We can't. As much as we would love to be able to let our children be free-spirited and go play, we can't.
Or leave your doors unlocked.
Or leave your doors unlocked anymore. It's not the 50s, and after the son of Satan, them murders and break-ins went across California, that's when everybody started locking their doors. In the 60s or 70s when that son of Satan was going through. Son of Sam was going through. Yeah, the one that had the pentagram in his palm. And that was long before I was born. They wanted to start locking their doors. It's not safe. But I do say this, there needs to be a designated person hired for these parks. Because our children should be safe. Period.
Would be nice.
It would be nice, but apparently we're so understaffed. I wonder why, because you have bullies. Police bullies that bully their own people and that's telling the truth, not, keeping the truth behind closed doors. There's something wrong, people. There's something wrong. Please bring on the light. Much lighter note, please, babe. Bring on the light note. I'm sorry, but that really was disturbing and needs to be said.
Finally, everybody, we have an update on the 5 Lions. We have an update on Voltron, and we have a huge update because not only do they have the young, was it Quintoye? Was the last name Quintoye? I can't remember if it was Michael or I can't remember the name. Young man. It was all I know is Quintoye. Okay, Quintoye is the young man's last name. He's the star, and now I don't know if he's the star anymore because the homie Henry Cavill, Superman, Geralt. Has joined the cast of Voltron. So not only do they have Quintoye, who was the understudy, the stand-in for Tom Holland on Broadway. Not only do we have this young man and in Voltron, he's probably going to be, the way I'm envisioning it, he's probably going to be one of the people that'll be riding in one of the lions. And what they'll probably do is make Henry Cavill the villain. Henry Cavill might just be, I cannot remember that guy's name. He had white hair, which Henry Cavill's already done that.
He's did it.
White hair, white long hair. Okay. And Voltar or something like that.
Yeah, it was started with a V.
Yeah. But he's blue-skinned, like, you know, Jennifer Lawrence's Mystique. Blue-skinned, or like Nightcrawler, but lighter blue-skinned with white hair. And he's the villain in the Voltron. Now, I'm just spitballing here. I'm just, you know. But I don't see Henry Cavill being like Jason or the, you know, the actual leader, you know, the guy in the black lion. I don't see, he's too old. Seems like the kids, unless they're gonna make the young guy be the youngest of the group of the people that ride lions.
You never know. You never know. But
I don't know.
I bet you it's probably a great thing for that young man. He's probably excited.
I'm excited. I've been waiting on a Voltron movie for.
But the fact that that young man gets to also literally star next to Superman.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
huge. He's
and
going from being on Broadway as a
and work next to stars,
and is now in a movie of a huge magnitude, a very popular IP, and boom, right next to Henry Cavill, who was The Witcher, who was the man from U.N.C.L.E., who was Mission Impossible, you know, cocking his guns. You got Superman. I mean, this guy, come on, it's Henry Cavill. Okay. All right, so lighter news once more. We're ending the episode with lighter news, okay?
Please.
If you have not seen Agatha, the very last episode that they aired, everyone was saying how the pacing was slow and, you know, they're still enjoying it,
sad.
but I'm still enjoying it, but the pacing is slow. Oh, you haven't watched this episode? I have not watched.
I've been so busy. We had Strobers and stuff to get ready for. Shout out to Strobers.
All right, so at the end of this last episode, Teen actually comes out and
tells him who he is.
No, he doesn't tell him. He doesn't tell him who he is. He kind of shows them who he is. And at the very end of the episode, they drop that Billie Eilish, "You should see me in a crowd," and it fits. So if you have not seen that episode,
I'm
make
excited.
sure you jump on Disney Plus and check that out, because Agatha taunted him, and she regretted it. Okay.
Oh, Lord.
All right. So Penguin. Moving to the, you know, the opposing show, the opposing universe, DC.
They're doing a great job on that one.
Penguin. Chef's Kiss.
Doing a good job.
Episode 3, Chef's Kiss for Bliss. Bliss is the name of the episode 3 for Penguin, and it is choice. It is choice. It is such a good episode. This show just keeps getting better.
It does.
And more and more I watch this show, I am a heterosexual man. I am married, but I just love Colin Farrell to death, man. I just love this guy, man. Like, this dude transforms for us, for the fans. I get goosebumps. I wasn't even that big of a Penguin fan, and now I'm just like, wow, I want to play the Batman games again so I can go against Penguin in Iceberg Lounge, because I'm just like, wow. So he's elevated that character in these 3 episodes. It makes you want to watch the Batman movie a couple more times just so you can grab Oz and just like really get into that character. They're doing a good job.
He did a great job playing him.
Great job on HBO Max. So tonight, no, actually last night, because I don't want to talk about that episode, but last night, because it comes on Sunday nights. So last night's episode, we'll talk about that on Wednesday. But yeah, okay, anything that, want to send a shout out to Stobers.
And I need to, of course, thank our family, our music family. One, of course, we have to thank Sincere for always setting it up and always making sure that we're good.
Yep.
Always. Pope.
Sincere Sinatra.
You know I love you,
Pope
as always.
King.
And Ichiban.
The masked
man.
Ichiban Sai.
I love you, as always. I love you guys.
Yes, we had a ball last night.
Got this.
Onslaught was in the building. Stober showed us so much love. Everybody had their Oktoberfest beer.
Man, I didn't think that Samuel Adams Oktoberfest would have actually tasted. I'm gonna pick.
And then we had some fireballs, and then it started raining, and we got under the tents and rocked out.
And we will have that footage on there.
But still, catching up after that, because we had a ball.
Again, I had a lot of fun, and I thank you guys.
We had a ball.
For obviously having us.
Yes,
but always showing us a good time.
Bigger and better things are coming. I want to make sure we had to cut the music off because my speaker was running out of power, and we didn't want to have it cut off mid-episode. But in the beginning of the episode, we were playing Church, which is from Mad Dog's new CD, Michigan and the Mecca, with Raz Beats. Raz Beats is, of course, the Mecca, and he's the Michigan. So,
and shout out to Mad Dog.
Shout out to Mad Dog. Mad Dog is also a member of Onslaught, as you know. He could not make the show because there are some things
personal issues.
We want to make sure we send our love and prayers out to Mad Dog and his family for the stuff that's happening right now.
Yeah.
Red Cups and Palm Trees is also available on Spotify for your streaming pleasure. That is the homie Sincere Sinatra. Make sure you check out that interview. It is up on the channel. I interviewed Sincere Sinatra and we chopped it up about a bunch of things. That is on the channel. Make sure you check that out. And also, oh yeah, shout out to Ruckus, which is the DJ from last night. Why do I keep saying last night? DJ from Stobers. I am tripping. We had a good time. Very good
job. We had a lot of fun as well.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Shout out to Stobers. Had a great time. Shout out to Ruckus. Shout out to Onslaught, Ichiban Sai, Mad Dog McGraw, Pope Don King, Sincere Sinatra.
And of course,
16. Yes. We had a ball. I'm going to make sure we put that footage up so you can check it out. It was an experience because it was like pouring down raining like from 15 minutes before we started doing our set until long after.
It was before that.
It was pouring down. Luckily, they had the whole area set up with the tent, so we rocked out under the tent.
Yeah, and they had little fires.
Man, little fire pits to keep everybody warm.
Yeah.
It was an experience. We will have that footage up for you. Yeah.
That's it.
All right. So,
all right, guys. We will see you. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and get notified. And we will see you next time on Wicked Wednesday. Deuces.